To school, she's getting further away from home because you see that she's getting further away from that bottom line. She's driving, she's on the way to school. Yep, she doesn't actually get all the way to school because later she does, but this time she actually stopped short. Let me also point out, so if this is the distance from home on the side, if the graph hits the bottom, then where is Jen? Home. At her house. So if it hits the bottom, she is at home. Teresa, what's she doing from B to C? Why does she drive back home? She forgot that book bag. I forget things sometimes. Yeah, she forgot her book. So she turned around, drove back home, because she forgot her bag. Excellent. That's B to C. Okay, from C to D, tell people around you what happens. What's she doing from C to D? She's finally going back to school. She got her bag very quickly. Apparently, really we should have had like a flat line there for a little bit because she's a human. She takes a couple seconds, but she drives back to school. Does she get there this time? It appears she does. Before we do so, let's talk about when does she drive faster? The first time or the second time?
Second time. No, first. But she didn't get to school the first time.
When you see a steep line, it means they're traveling fast. When the line is less steep, they're going slower. So the first time she drove to school, she was going faster than the second time. Maybe, I don't know, she was like, I got to get to school on time. She forgot her bag, realized she's already going to be late. And so the second time around went slower. Maybe you guys do the same thing.
Traffic. I
know you probably wish this class was 3 hours long. I know. She's in class here. Here's what I need you to get. Notice how it's a flat line. If you see a flat line, that means they are staying in the same place. Or staying constant, staying the same.
Why'd you go from D to F and no E?
I was quickly pedaling to my friend's house on my bike. When I saw his house, I began to stop pedaling and coast. Which one is that? 2. Because it's pretty steep at the beginning, because he's quickly pedaling, but then he stops pedaling, so his speed kind of gets slower. Let's do the next one. I walked to school, stayed at school for several hours, and then sprinted home. So walked would be less steep. Sprinting would be a really steep line. Which one is that? 1.
2, 3.
It'd be 1 because he's walking, so it's less steep. He's staying at school. When he stays at school, it's a flat line. And then this one is steeper because he's going back home. This one is here. Drove halfway to work. Forgot something. Left again. Forgot something. Finally made it to work. Let's read it. Actually, before we do, I need you to make sure you know that this is time and not distance. This is speed. So on the side, we have speed. Okay, so it's going to change how we graph it. A runner is at the starting gate for a race. The buzzer sounds and he sprints, picking up speed at a constant rate until he reaches his top speed. He runs at top speed for a while and slows steadily to a jog, which he maintains for a while. While jogging, he trips over a curb, distracted by a cute girl, falls to the ground, gets up, walks for a bit, and then falls into a ditch where the runner lay today. So let's talk about if the graph hits the bottom, what is his speed? 0. So he is stopped. So if it hits the bottom of the graph, the speed is 0 because he is stopped. Okay. Let's do one piece at a time. A runner is at the starting gate. What is his speed? If he's at the starting gate? 0. So at the corner. The buzzer sounds and he sprints, picking up speed. So it's going to be this is different though. He's sprinting, picking up speed at a constant rate. So his constant rate or his straight line is going to be steep, but his speed is increasing. So it should be higher up on this graph because his speed is getting faster and faster and faster. Why am I drawing a straight line and not curved? Constant. Constant rate of change means it's linear. So it needs to be a straight line. Until he reaches his top speed. And then it says, until he reaches his top speed, he runs at top speed for a while. So he keeps that top speed for a while. What should I do, Lauren? Flat line. Because his speed, maybe this is like, I don't know what's typical. So he runs that speed for a while, and then it slows steadily to a jog. He's slowing steadily. So that's another way to say constant. So he slows down steadily. Will be increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. His speed is slowly decreasing. So we should draw a straight line, but it's not going to be as steep because he decreases his speed kind of slowly. That's the best I can do for a straight line. Slows steadily to a jog, which he maintains for a while. What should I do? Flat line. Because he maintains that jog. While jogging, he trips over a curb, distracted by a cute girl, and falls to the ground.
Straight down.
Straight down because he stops. So he ends up falling to the ground. If he's on the ground, he's not moving, at least for a little bit, right? But then he gets up. He gets back up, so he's walking for a little bit. And walks for a little bit. If he's walking for a little bit, what kind of line? Flat across. And then he falls into a ditch. What do I do?
Straight down.
Straight back down. And he lays there today.
What's the ditch?
Please tell me the race.
Stays there for the rest of the day.
He's not dead.